What's up, everybody? DS the Drunk Heavy again today, and today my topic of discussion is the difference between Uprising on the 6th and the official Dust 514 release on the 14th. The hot topic in the community right now is definitely the coming Uprising update. Everywhere I go, people are talking about what they're happy about, what they're angry about, and their plans for the future. Some people are a little confused though, so I'm hoping I can alleviate some of the confusion as well as bring some new information or better information to players that don't really frequent the forums, because I know everybody on the forums already knows all this stuff. The Uprising update on the 6th is going to have some of the new content, and the rest is going to be coming on the 14th, the day of the official release. To be fair, a good majority of the new features and fixes will be coming on the 6th. I'll get into those first. The things I'm about to mention come straight from the patch notes posted onto the forums on the 3rd. I have a link to those patch notes in the description below. The UI of the game has been revamped to be more polished and efficient, which is great for everyone. From the menus to the skill tree, the whole UI is going to look and feel a lot better than the clunky, slow mess we have right now. Add to that the improved communication features for corporations and alliances. You're going to be able to send and receive mail to and from your corporation and alliance. This is definitely going to be necessary with the importance of planetary conquest. Also, players with roles will receive notifications that concern that role. Other UI improvements and additions include new loading screens, kill screens that show who killed you and their stats, much like the Battlefield 3 system. When you kill somebody, it shows how much armor they have left, how much shield they have left, who they are, what weapon, stuff like that. There's also going to be improved spawn screen and very much improved end of match screens. I don't know if everybody saw the tournament and the gameplay videos on YouTube, but the end of match screen is pretty sweet. It shows assists, it shows headshots, it shows stuff like that. It's really neat. It's a lot better than the one we have now. Squads will also be able to have 6 players instead of 4, which is going to change the game totally. In addition, the star map will be added to the Neocom under battles. This will allow you to see the entire landscape of New Eden and give you the ability through factional warfare to affect the outcome for each faction. I'll get into that a little bit later. As I stated before, the skill system has been revamped into a skill tree instead of a spreadsheet-like menu. CCP was nice enough, though, to give you the option of using the tree or pre-uprising method. I don't know why anybody would really use that, but once you get comfortable with something, sometimes you just don't want to change. I'd really like to get into the specifics of the SP cost differences pre-uprising and post-uprising, but I don't really have the time for that in this video. Maybe a little bit in the future I'll go into that, probably. I have a lot on my plate right now. Just know that it's going to take a lot more to get into the higher end gear. Major improvement to add more life into the game, in my opinion. There are people that are upset about it because they don't have the SP to get back into the gear they're so used to, but changes happen, and this one is, in my opinion, for the better. Back to the skill tree. The skill tree is going to be separated and easier to navigate, with vehicle and dropsuit skills being separate. Dropsuit skills are going to be under dropsuit command, equipment and module skills are going to be under dropsuit upgrades, and weapons will be under weaponry. Also, weapon skill bonuses are weapon specific rather than covering a whole class of weapons. This is going to make the game so much better, because now you can't have, like pre-uprising with your light weapons guys that have beastly shotguns, lasers, and ARs. You're gonna have to specify, specialize into one of those little groups of weapons. This is another great thing that CCP is adding to add life to the game. New suits are also going to be available during Uprising. The suits are broken down by race, and they are as follows. Minmatar has a Scout, Assault, and Logi suit. Galente has a Scout, Assault, and Logi suit as well. Caldari has an Assault and Logi suit. And Omar has an Assault, Logi, and Sentinel suit, which, if you didn't know, the Sentinel is the heavy class. Race and suit choice will come with specific bonuses. For example, if you're a Galente Logi, you're going to get a 5% reduction to equipment, PG, and CPU usage per level up to level 5, which is going to make them beastly lodges with great equipment. If you're wondering when heavies are going to get new suits, your guess is really as good as mine. CCP has said they'll be coming soon, which in my eyes means another 4 to 6 months. We're going to get them eventually. Just, I guess we got to hold on for them. Now we're getting into the stuff that has upset some of the people in the community. Weapons changes. Note that these are changes and not new weapons being introduced to the game just yet. I'll get into that a little bit later. Some of the bigger changes include reducing the damage and max range of the HMG. The weaponry skill will no longer give a passive damage bonus, and sharpshooter no longer increases range but becomes an accuracy bonus. There are many other minor tweaks involving weapon animations and weapon graphics and iron sights as well. The biggest changes that will affect the game are the loss of range and passive damage bonuses. We're most likely going to see a very noticeable shift in players' tendencies and playstyles. It's going to be a completely different game. Some equipment will also be added and tweaked. The active scanner is kind of like a personal radar strengthener thing. It's going to be added. You'll also be able to carry more remote explosives with improved throw speed and activation time. And there's going to be some big changes coming to nanite injector users. There's a range indicator that will be shown for fallen teammates. And there's going to be a way to use your nanite injector without having to select it. That's going to definitely increase the efficiency of lodges and other people that like to play the medic role. There are several new vehicles that include new classes of LAVs such as the Scout and Enforcer, the Assault Dropship, and the Logistics Dropship. Some changes to vehicles include improvements to the feel of vehicle weight, a new LAV physics model which is hopefully going to help keep you on the road, and effects caused by vehicles such as wind when you're going really fast in a vehicle, and a rumble for the infantry people around you whenever you're in a tank. Also, you're going to have the ability to recall your vehicle when you're done using it, so you don't have to take the chance of losing it. I imagine there's still going to be a way for forge guns and other AV weapons to take out your vehicles as it's being taken away, so you'll kind of have to judge that situation for yourself. The controls will be changed and tuned as well. There will be options for 6 new control schemes for infantry and a new control scheme for both the land and aerial vehicle controls. Aim assist for all handheld weapons is going to be retuned, and I believe that means the aim assist will be more noticeable. Aim assist for melee is also going to be added. If you saw the melee battles in my last video, you can see why this change was definitely necessary. Other control mechanics are also going to be tweaked to be more user friendly. One change that I'm extremely happy about, that I've been begging for an answer for, just for a long time, is adjustments made to ISK pricing. All weapons and suits are going to follow the same price tier system. Now, instead of HMGs costing twice as much as their equal counterparts, they're going to be priced the same. This will effectively cut most of my heavy fittings costs noticeably and make heavies ISK efficient players. Other price changes include a huge reduction to dropship costs, decrease in equipment cost, and changes in pricing for vehicle modules and turrets. Graphics and audio will also receive a huge upgrade. There's going to be vegetation, different moods determined by the time of day and tone of different planets, and overall improvements of the graphics. They just look a lot better. They just look a lot cleaner and crisper, and they look nice. Some additions to the audio include new music, weapon sounds, the grenade bounce, and hit success feedback. Faction Warfare will also be coming to Uprising. You're going to be able to select these battles under the Mercenary tab and decide which side you would like to fight for. These battles have effectively just kind of replaced court battles. Those are most of the significant changes and additions that will be taking place on the 6th. I'm now going to get into the improvements and new features coming to us on the 14th. New weapons are a big addition that everybody's been waiting for, and you're going to have to wait a little bit longer for that. The Scrambler Rifle, the Flaylock Pistol, and the Plasma Cannon are all going to be available to you on the 14th. So if you're planning on dropping some SP into the Scrambler Rifle, you want to check that out, you're going to have to wait until the 14th to do so. The other huge addition is Planetary Conquest. Now, some are kind of upset about having to wait for it, but I think it will be good for the game as a whole, giving the community a chance to learn the new system before having to jump in to claim and defend planets is going to make the initial week of PC way more intense than if they did it all on the 6th, because people would be jumping in with just beginner stuff. They wouldn't know what they're doing. They just have all the wrong skills because they were so rushed to get into PC. Other additions are new maps. There's 2 of them, and the domination game mode, which is similar to a King of the Hill variant. So as you know, most of the new things and improvements will be coming on the 6th, with a few things waiting until the 14th to drop. Hopefully this video was informative and cleared up any confusion you may have about the 2 separate release dates. If you have any questions, concerns, or I just messed something up, drop a comment in the comment section below. Other than that, that is the end of this video. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and all that bullshit, and I'll see y'all around.